get what you was looking for out of that?
In some aspects, from a defensive display, but we're quite resolute and quite aggressive in the defensive third, which we've been working on. We knew that Blackburn would have a lot of the ball. They've got good quality players, top quality players, and we knew they'd have plenty of the ball, but certainly first half, but we just remained solid, and the quality of our sort of counter-attacks on the transition weren't what I was as expected or wanted. But I was happy with the half-time clean sheet. In fact, over the moon with the half-time clean sheet. With the quality on the pitch, most of the Championship defenders in that league can't hold and pin Jordan Rhodes down. And the first half we did. Josh King displays incredible pace, and I thought we dealt with that, well. So I was happy with certain aspects of the first half, and I wanted the ball speed and ball tempo to be a lot better, and our pass selection and pass quality weren't what I want it to be now.
Well, some of the movement was good. The Ryan Lowe disallowed goal in the first half.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, because I don't believe it was a disallowed goal. I really don't. I think it was a good goal, really well worked, and you'll see that a lot this season. Nards setting up Lowe, Lowe setting up Nards. I don't think I've got two strikers that purely just want to score goals. I think they're two players who want to play for the team and be a massive part of the team. And I've seen signs of it in Spain, Tenerife. I've seen signs of it tonight that they will. Strikers know what other strikers need, and the quality and the precision and the pace and weight, and you saw that with the ball and the passing. And I don't believe it was offside, because Lowe makes top class runs. But Nicky's caused a threat, certainly second half. Nicky has been a real thorn and a real threat, and Danny Mayer carried the ball as good as any player on that pitch. I wish he'd been a bit more positive around the last third. Just getting some shots off at times. So there's a lot of good positives we can work from. There's and again we sort of 9-10 days away from really finely tuning, which we'll need. But this isn't just about a Cheltenham game. These games, it's to prepare a squad over 46 games, and we're really light in numbers. And while we're on the training ground, we'll be obviously searching and looking and trying to recruit players, because, like I've said previously, recruitment will be a big part of this campaign. But tonight's work's been a 7 out of 10.
I know we've talked about it before, but Chris Hussey's deliveries excellent all the time.
Yeah, it's his Championship quality. It really is. His first two, the pace and the whip and the weight that he gets on the ball and precision is brilliant. And he's certainly the best. Best in this league with his left foot delivery. And again, the anticipation of Nards and Lowe on free kicks. It might not be the centre halves who need to score them, two will get across defenders and flash across defenders, because there's real pace on the ball. So his delivery from dead ball and his delivery on the move's good. It's something we'll work on. His delivery on the move from dead ball, he's the best in the league.
Two talking points in the game. The first one, the red card in the first half, and then the penalty at the end. What are your thoughts on both?
Well, I think the red card was so near us. Lowe's gone to ground, and you want to see Lowe's shorts and the blood on his shorts. They've been mashed. The tackle was as high a tackle that I've seen on a game, in a game. And to be fair, about 10 minutes before, the same player went a little bit high on Sawsey. So it's just a bad tackle. Full stop. There's no black or white with it. It's just a simple red card, and the referees give it. I think that Gaz has had words in at half time, and Darren's just bowed a little bit to that pressure, I feel, because his refereeing style did change second half, and I've been seeing him about that. The good guys, I know all the four officials, and the top guys, the good guys, and we all want to learn from the experience, and I hope Daz does, because when another manager has a goal, that's a time to stay strong and referee strong. But the penalties just to even things up 1,000,000%, and I look into that detail. We've had a look at it, and it's just a real soft goal to give away. It really is, and I wanted a clean sheet so we can build off that, but we didn't get one. So it just becomes a talking point. But again, it's something that we certainly want to eradicate. If I did think that the Notes was a mistimed tackle, then I'd be working on that. But for me, Daz has got that one wrong.
Got to ask you about the pitch. Massive difference from what you finished last season on to what you played on tonight.
It's special. I think the Blackburn boys, well impressed, and we brought a top Championship team down here, and I met Derek Shaw before the game, and I think when people are coming, they're now seeing an outfit that they would put lads with us. There's no doubt about it. They see the professionalism, they see where we're at, they see inside the dressing room. And I mean, Gary Boy spent probably more time in our dressing room before the game than his. Looking at the work we've done and through the gym. He had a guided tour, and he's impressed, and that stands in good weight. If we ask Blackburn for a favour, what are they, 6 mile down the road? If we ask them for a favour on a player, I've no doubt in my mind that they'll know where we're trying to get to. So the chair's done things for the right reasons, and reasons that'll unfold over the next 2, 3, 4 seasons. But it certainly attracts people, whether it's players or players from other clubs. The professionalism shown at the football club.
How's Lowy? No serious come back on that challenge?
You won't know till tomorrow. I think the adrenaline's flowing and buzzing. I think it will probably sore tomorrow. It's an impact injury, so it will be sore. But Lowy makes games. That's what he does. And you couldn't have got Lowy off the pitch, with an injury like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, one of the things you look for from pre-season is to get through it, don't you? To get through it with everybody fit and ready for the first game. So that's a positive, really, that when he actually did get up, wasn't it?
Massive. I think with all the players, us was just feeling a little bit of tightness. So, we brought us off. When we got people, Nard's been struggling this week with a bit of an internal virus. So, real chesty, and Nard's come off, and just trying to nurse the players through, because it's important that all players want to play 90 minutes, but it's important us as the management team to get them through pre-season. And it's a great point you've made. That's what pre-season's for, making sure that you can build it so it's tough, but you don't get too many injuries, because like I said, we're really, really light on the squad, and we've got to make sure that we get these players to the starting line against Cheltenham.
Okay. Are there any other players that are struggling? I know that Kelvin's has he had a back problem that sort of...
Yeah, Kelvin didn't come to Tenerife. He had an injection in his back, and it's really settled the site down. And he got 45 minutes in today, and looked dynamic, wanted to get on the ball, looked quick over the ground. So I was delighted with Kel's 45. Tom Saws has had 10 days out. But Tom got 90 minutes under his belt, so mentally it's great. Pabs has got 90. For me, the best player on the pitch was Craig Jones. I thought he was outstanding. His defensive duties and his attacking duties. I think he looked the fittest player on the pitch, and he's improving daily. So there's a lot of positives, but I've got very high standards, and I want this team to produce good quality football, but with an edge to it, and that hurts teams.
Okay. You mentioned the pitch, and if we're doing like a bit of a preview about the season to come, I mean, the pitch could play one of the major factors, I suppose, isn't it, in making sure that you can play through the season.
Well, it doesn't become a leveller. That's the thing that at times last season, I'm asking players to play on it, and it was tough. It become a leveller. For teams that didn't want to sort of play, the ball on the ground. So, we've got to maintain it. We've got to look after it, and the chair's put a programme in place to do that. Because I do believe that if it's been built to a point where if it maintains that and stays like for the rest of the season, then we'll get stronger and get better and more focused, and our work will be better. Pass selection and pass execution will be better. But you want to get on it. I don't really miss playing, but when you see the JD Stadium with that quality on before the game, I'd have done anything to make that pitch for sure.
Absolutely. Obviously, there's going to be another game played on it pretty soon against Rochdale. I mean, are you looking for more of the same against Rochdale, or are you looking at different systems, different players?
It might be different, because that's a type of test that probably Bolton will give us. That's a real quality championship team there. The boy Anley, the boy Spur. These guys played 40 odd games last season. Law, I think, is an incredible championship player. You got Jordan Rhodes, Josh King. Corey Evans spent money on him, and Robinson the keeper. Kearney spent money on Kearns. That is a very, very good championship team, and you've sometimes you get a bit of a false dawn with them teams, because you set up one way and they do have a lot of the ball. I'm delighted. I went down to Cheltenham last night, drove down last night, and we, myself, Futch and Brassy, took the Cheltenham game in, and and then that is the reality of where League Two's going to be at this season, which is key to what we're trying to do. So we're covering all bases, and the Rochdale game, I believe, will represent a really tough fixture that's something nearer to the Cheltenham game.
Mm-hmm. In terms of the style that they play, or the standard of players?
No, just probably the tempo it'll be played at, and you know, the physicality and the technical detail and the technical quality. It probably won't represent the games we've had in terms of Sheffield Wednesday and Melbourne and West Brom and Blackburn. Mm-hmm. So we've made it tough. I wanted the players to get good fitness workouts against good quality teams, but Illy's building a top quality League One team, and one thing I do know, they'll be fit, they'll be dynamic, they'll be athletic, and they'll be able to work and pass the ball. So we've got to